Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel. We got a body cam for us today. Shooter realizes the victim is still breathing. Are you writing notes?
Yes.
Oh, I was just trying to help you out. September the 6th, 2024.
I see. What it say? September 20th.
How you gonna say what it say after I just told you? Talking about I see, and then say what it say? Let's go. Let's check it out.
Where you think we at?
Up north somewhere.
Okay.
Ohio. Only reason why I'm gonna say Ohio, that look like the kind of same church style that your auntie was used to go to.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, child. Let's go.
What you saying?
I have no clue. I was trying to look like how everything built just up.
And that's typically Midwest.
I say yeah, like that area. I don't know exactly what city. Okay, come on. What state?
Ohio, Illinois, or Indiana.
What you are watching is the moment Grand Rapids police officers respond.
Did you say Michigan?
No. I said Midwest.
Yeah, but Michigan.
I don't know why.
Michigan.
I jumped right
Grand
over
Rapids.
All right.
Okay.
What you are watching is the moment Grand Rapids police officers respond to a violent shooting in the West Grand neighborhood.
At this time, we do not know if there's any victims with a red Charger that went over the median.
It looks like a one gunshot.
When they arrived on the scene, officers found a red Dodge Charger on the grass next to the road. Inside the vehicle, they found a young male covered in blood, still showing some signs of life.
No guns.
Man. You got to dig through it? I'm just trying to get the door open. Got it. All right. Hey, sir.
Get breathing, man. Come on.
He's got one to the head.
Michael Munson. Okay.
As the paramedics fought to keep 32-year-old Mikey Munson alive, two men approached a nearby fence to ask if he was okay.
Hey, we got two running up. Hey, what's up?
Is he all right?
We're working on him right now. Do you know
Are
him?
these the two people?
Breathe. How'd you guys find out about this? Hey, how'd you guys find out?
Get them! Get
They
them!
didn't say shit. They just asked if he was breathing.
Get them! Oh,
Why
that's
you
so.
say those the two what?
The suspects.
Why you say are those the two suspects?
Well, I don't know, cause it's two people.
Because I was like, why would you say it like that? I'm like, did I miss something?
No, you didn't miss nothing.
I'll be like, oh, you kind of pissed me off.
I pissed you off.
No, I said you kind of messed me up.
Oh no, I mean it's just suspects, but it's two of them. So I'm like, are these the suspects?
And that was weird.
That's weird. How did y'all find out about this?
And I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all dressed like shooters.
Y'all
are dressed
yelling
like
all black.
Hold on.
I like black,
September 6th. Nigga, it's September. Around Labor Day. No, hold on. That is Labor Day. Around Labor Day.
Anyway.
No. Peep what I'm saying. Around Labor Day. In September. How's it feeling outside?
How's it feel? You saying to be dressed like that?
It is hot. That's one of the hottest times of the fucking year.
Well, the victim also got like I don't know.
Peep this. I know we in Michigan, so it will be different opposed to region. But we all know end of July, August, and September be some of the hottest times of the year. We're dressed like this. You dress like that when you shooting. But why would y'all come check up on him if y'all possibly not?
Because
and then run away from the scene?
So that y'all can verify if he actually deceased or not, or because he'll be able to identify?
Or y'all trying to make sure y'all got y'all target?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all trying to, y'all want to make sure he is. That's weird, but that's suspicious.
No. They wouldn't say shit. They just asked if he was breathing and they took off.
It was unclear if these mysterious men were Mikey's concerned friends, or if they were the shooters, confirming that their target was dead. The officer quickly ran back to the fence to catch a glimpse of their vehicle, a gray Dodge Charger.
1612. I got a gray Dodge Charger. Pulled off on the side of 196 and ran down to check on the guy. And when I started asking questions, they took off.
Because how would y'all even know?
Southbound.
Several patrol units were told to be on the lookout for a gray Dodge Charger, while the officers on the scene spoke to witnesses.
What'd you see?
I was coming down here, coming southbound, and I saw that Charger all of a sudden jump the curb.
Yeah.
I heard pop, pop. There was an SUV, and I went peeling off down the road after he did that.
Although the witnesses saw that the shooter was driving a black SUV, they were unable to see the actual shooter. Unfortunately, none of the surveillance cameras nearby captured the shooter either. However, they were able to get some insight by looking at the bullet holes in the car. 2 bullets had struck the vehicle. One of them hit the rear passenger side door, and the other went straight through the front passenger side window, hitting Mikey directly in the head.
Yeah.
Based on the accuracy of this shot, the detectives believed that both vehicles were stopped at the time of the shooting. After being hit, Mikey accelerated over the curb and stopped on the grass. While inspecting Mikey's vehicle, the investigators also found an abundance of cash, drugs, and several cell phones, leading them to wonder if this was a drug deal gone wrong. The medics were eventually able to stabilize Mikey's vitals.
Hi, hang in there, buddy, all right? We're going to get you up to the hospital, okay?
He was loaded into an ambulance and transported to the nearest hospital for emergency surgery.
I was just going to say, if the 2 guys are not, suspects and stuff like that, I was going to say, maybe did they witness
Or the
something?
trail car.
Or,
Sometimes they
people
be trail
do
cars.
that. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Meanwhile, the details of Mikey's shooting were broadcast by several local news stations.
Investigation continues this afternoon after a man was shot.
Grand Rapids police received a report of a man with blood on him in the driver's seat of a parked car.
If you know or saw anything, please reach out to Silent Observer.
At this point, the investigators were unsure if Mikey was going to survive. Little did they know, this wouldn't be the only shooting to happen that day.
911, where's your emergency?
At 9:58 p.m., 911 calls began pouring in to report a shooting in the Highland Park neighborhood, just 3 miles away from where Mikey was shot.
There was about 6 or 7 shots fired off south on College and Leonard.
Officers immediately rushed to the scene.
Do you have a victim? Was someone shot?
Yes, there was.
Although this witness said that somebody had been shot, the officers were unable to find any victims. Apparently, the shooting was between 2 vehicles, and both vehicles had already fled the scene.
Anybody witness anything? What vehicles did we see?
SUV, older model, maybe before 2010.
It was a Durango.
There you go. Yep. I don't know the exact name of it.
Okay.
After speaking with more witnesses, the officers learned that a black Dodge Durango was shot at by somebody driving a gray Dodge Charger. But nobody saw...
There you go.
There we go. Okay. It's time back around, child. Because I'm like,
possible connection.
there's a possible connection. So,
It was a black vehicle, black SUV.
Yeah.
Shot at the red car. The gray car had 2 individuals in it to try to see if he was still alive. We don't know. They fled back to the gray vehicle. They could have they could have been around, you know what I'm saying? Or Mike could have called them.
Oh, but
And
I
said,
thought it was,
No. You say what you think.
Oh, I was like, so the black car shot at the Dodge this time during this shooting, right? The gray shot at the Dodge. I meant the gray shot at the Dodge Durango.
Let me press play.
Press play.
I don't know the exact name of it.
Okay.
After speaking with more witnesses, the officers learned that a black Dodge Durango was shot at by somebody driving a gray Dodge Charger. But
Shot at.
The black SUV now was being shot at by the
Dodge.
The gray.
The gray car. I mean,
Gray
they're both
Dodge.
Dodges, but the gray. But this car was the one that was asking, was he still breathing earlier?
Possibilities.
Right? Possibilities.
Not confirmed.
So, the police officer seen them get back into that car, right?
There's several gray Dodge Chargers, so don't just
Well, I was
automatically
just
assume it's the same people.
Okay.
But earlier,
but I was like,
the red Dodge was shot at by a black SUV.
But what I was just trying to get at, I was like, well, maybe they were friends. I was saying like maybe the 2 Dodge Chargers were friends.
Could be.
And
they trying to verify.
And they just trying to verify if they.
Yeah.
And they seen who actually the car that.
Or they already knew.
That's what I was trying to get at. So. We go get more info.
Nobody saw who was in either vehicle. So they asked the local news to release these details, hoping more witnesses would come forward with information.
As for the suspect, right now police is still searching for that person. We do know this is a neighborhood that is a mix of residential and businesses in the area. So police actually are working with them right now. They're using that surveillance video, trying to figure out where that person is.
After closing off the street with crime scene tape, the officers retrieved the surveillance footage from a nearby bar called the College Inn. Just before 10 p.m., the black Durango can be seen waiting at a red light when the gray Charger suddenly pulls up beside it and fires multiple shots. Both vehicles then speed off down the street. The investigators immediately wondered if these were the same vehicles involved in Mikey's shooting. Maybe the black Durango was the same SUV that the witnesses saw fleeing the crime scene.
I heard pop, pop. There was an SUV, and it went peeling off down the road after he did that.
And maybe the people who checked on Mikey, the people driving the gray Charger, were his friends, and they tracked down the black Durango to get revenge. Unfortunately, the detectives couldn't make out the license plates on these vehicles from the bar surveillance footage, and they couldn't find any other clues as to where the vehicles went following the shooting. So, the detectives told Grand Rapids patrol officers to be on the lookout for a gray Dodge Charger and the black Dodge Durango. In the meantime, the detectives looked through Mikey's social media for answers, and they discovered that he was actually an up-and-coming rapper who... Mikey's social media for answers, and they discovered...
We all know who this is. Well, not we all. Boy, is that not crazy, though? You know who this is, right? Yeah, the fuck you do.
No, I don't.
Who you? So you want both of these individuals don't look. She be lying, y'all.
Babe, I don't.
But she lies so much, bro.
I don't lie. I'm telling the truth. It may look like I'm lying. No, it ain't. No, that's not. That's not. Go.
Let me see.
Just go like.
No, I'm trying
to get a name.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I am 100% sorry. I gotta.
Is it the same person? That's the same person. I did not know what he looked like. I mean, I seen a picture of him or a video, but like I don't remember what he looked like in my head. Like to be like, oh yeah, I know, yeah, that's him. Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's the dude.
And he got his little.
That's the dude. This guy right here, the darker skin, is the one who recently shot NBA YoungBoy, homeboy, being Tim in a club in Houston.
That he was actually an up-and-coming rapper who went by the name Mikey North. In his songs, Mikey rapped about one thing more than anything: drug dealing. It turns out that Mikey was a well-known pusher in Grand Rapids, and even went to prison for 6 years for an incident involving one of his customers. The customer had owed him money, so Mikey went to his house and threatened him with a gun. The customer then snatched the gun from Mikey's hands and shot him in the leg. Mikey fought to get the gun back and was eventually successful, but the customer's mom jumped between them to protect her son. So, Mikey shot her in the leg. Thankfully, this incident didn't escalate any further. Mikey drove himself to the hospital to get bandaged up, and as he sat in one of the rooms, the mom he just shot rolled past him in a wheelchair and exclaimed that Mikey was the one who shot her. The police showed up soon after, and Mikey was promptly arrested and charged for the shooting.
That is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, that's dumb as a motherfucker, bro.
Bro, what?
That was dumb. That was dumb. That's a crash out. When we be like, that's some crash out shit.
What?
That's what I really mean by some crash out shit.
Child, this is crazy.
Thanks to a plea deal, he was only sentenced to 6 years in prison. He was released from prison in 2021 and had an emotional reunion with his children. But just weeks later, Mikey went straight back to selling drugs. At one point, in 2023, Mikey had another run-in with the police after he stole a vehicle and was drug dealing out of it in the town of Portage, Indiana. When he was confronted by the police in the middle of one of his deals, Mikey took off and a high-speed chase ensued. He hopped on Interstate 94 and outran the police by driving on the shoulder of the highway. The chase continued east for over 20 minutes before he made a left turn and headed towards Michigan City. At this point, the officers from Portage backed off, and authorities from Michigan City and Trail Creek took over the chase. Right before he entered the city, the poor road conditions caused Mikey to crash his vehicle, so he hopped out and fled authorities on foot. After hunting Mikey down, officers formed a perimeter around him, deploying a drone and a police canine. Eventually, Mikey surrendered. Police found drugs and $855 in cash in Mikey's pockets. He received multiple charges and wound up back in prison for the next year and a half. He was released in June of 2024 and was out of prison for just 90 days before he was gunned down. This shooting seemed like yet another drug-related incident because when the investigators looked through the red Dodge Charger, the vehicle he was shot in, they found over $100,000 worth of drugs and cash throughout the vehicle. The detectives couldn't help but wonder if history was repeating itself. Maybe Mikey was confronting one of his customers who owed him money, and he ended up getting shot. The detectives had a feeling that Mikey's cell phones held the answers they were looking for. But while the digital forensics unit worked on extracting the data from Mikey's phones, the detectives had a major breakthrough. A patrol officer stumbled upon a gray Dodge Charger with the driver still inside the vehicle. He immediately called in backup. Once backup arrived, the suspect was instructed to exit the vehicle.
Is there anybody else in the vehicle or just you two? I want you to step out, facing away from me with your hands on top of your head. Hands on your head when you get out. Face away from us. All right, I'm going to have you walk back to the sound of my voice. 2 more steps. Face away from us. All right, I want you to go down your knees.
That's the same dude who originally got out. This one right here. Not the one over here, but the first one that showed up on the scene. That's him.
Down your
I
knees.
know about the beard and the hair.
The driver, 36-year-old Del McDonald, refused to speak to the police. But based on looks alone, the officers were certain that Del was one of the people who checked on Mikey.
Is that not him?
That's him.
The beard
That's
and
him.
the eyes.
The nose, every face structure, bone structure, whatever, yeah.
After he was shot. After a quick look through Mikey's social media, the investigators discovered that Del and Mikey were close acquaintances. The two had several pictures posing together and clearly had a shared interest in music. It turns out that Del is also an up-and-coming rapper that goes by the name C Styles and had collaborated with Mikey North in several music videos. After making sure Del was safely detained, the officers checked the Charger to make sure there were no other suspects hiding inside the vehicle.
Approaching the vehicle at a distance, making sure there's no one inside.
Empty vehicle, passenger side.
There was nobody else inside the car, and there was no direct evidence linking this vehicle to the shootings. Ultimately, the officers didn't have enough to arrest Del for shooting up the Durango. However, they still charged Del for driving without a license, but he was free to go. After running into several dead ends, the detectives were beginning to lose hope, until they finally gained access to the contents of Mikey's multiple cell phones. On one of them, they found a video he recorded right before the shooting. In this video, Mikey is in the car trailing the black Dodge Durango, making several statements about wanting to fight the driver.
Fight?
This dog right here, y'all.
The video then cuts out at 12:50 p.m., just moments before the 911 calls reported shots fired. Luckily for the detectives, in this footage, the license plate of the Durango was clear as day. So the detectives looked up this license plate in their database and were able to figure out exactly who the driver of the Durango was. A man known by some of the community as Jay. The Grand Rapids Fugitive Task Force worked tirelessly to locate Jay. After a multi-day manhunt, they eventually received word that he was staying at a motel on the city's outskirts. Lead Detective Katie Roskowski called the motel, and the staff confirmed that Jay was staying there, in room 104. Soon after, Katie received a call from that same room.
Detective Roskowski, I wasn't looking for you at a hotel. It wasn't me. You called me, so what can I help you with? You have my number now, so if you need anything else, give me a call.
It turns out that the motel Jay was staying in was managed by his girlfriend's mom, so he caught wind that the cops were looking for him. But before the detectives moved in on him, they received tragic news.
And we begin with breaking news out of Grand Rapids tonight, where police say one person has died after a shooting.
Mikey, who had been in the hospital clinging to life for the past 5 days, had succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced dead. Now that this case was officially a homicide, the detectives pulled out all the stops and had the Grand Rapids SWAT team handle the arrest.
Was it room 104? Yeah, it's the fourth door.
Come to me! Come to me! Turn around! Walk to your right! Stop! Backwards to the sound of my voice!
Keep coming. Keep coming.
Stop right there.
Jay was put in the back of a cruiser and transported to the police station, where he was brought into the interrogation room for questioning.
All right, so somebody tried to kill you basically on Friday night, and guy got shot earlier on in the day. It sounds like maybe he didn't like you all that much.
Yeah, I can't say to nobody like me.
Okay.
I'm not a confrontational type of person.
Well, the guy got shot in Mikey North. You know Mikey North? That's us.
Oh, I live north from around as far as north.
Okay. The day you got shot. Do you remember if you were by yourself during the day?
I was fishing on Fulton.
And was anybody fishing with you?
No.
Okay. Were you driving the Triangle then?
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, Jay seemed to have no problem admitting that he was in the area on the day of the shooting, driving around in his Dodge Durango.
I'm gonna be honest with you here. Seconds prior to this, our victim is filming your vehicle, filming a confrontation he had with you. And I don't know how to get around that because that's not adding up to anything you're telling me here, man.
The detective is lying here.
Our victim is filming a confrontation he had with you.
There was no footage of a confrontation recorded directly before the shooting. The phone video we showed you earlier was all they had. The detectives were hoping this statement would pressure Jay into providing more information. But this tactic didn't work. Jay was adamant that he never interacted with Mikey.
Him having a confrontation with me, man, they may never say words to each other.
He's got his phone out. He's like, here's this right here, man. I'm getting ready to do something.
Video of me?
The detectives were able to find one surveillance camera that captured Mikey's car pulling up beside the Durango for a moment. But even that wasn't enough to elicit a confession.
That's his car. That's your car. Your window is down. They know what kind of car you drive. He's pulling up to confirm it's you in there.
I feel like it's a picture trying to be painted.
This is your opportunity to take the brush from me, then paint it. And tell me what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I talked with y'all with my lawyer.
Since Jay asked for a lawyer, the interview was concluded, and without any concrete evidence for an arrest, the detectives had no choice but to let him go.
We're going to talk to the prosecutor about this. We don't have any intention of doing anything today. We're going to let you go all along. But if they end up charging you with this, are you going to turn yourself in, or are we going to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't want to have to go through this whole kind of thing like we did here.
Did you just say you were on a GPS tether?
Yeah.
Like on your ankle tether? Which leg you get?
The detectives just realized that Jay was wearing a GPS ankle monitor that had been tracking his every move throughout the entire investigation. Something that would have been great to know before wasting countless resources tracking him down.
I didn't even know that.
This specific ankle monitor was issued by the court directly, so it didn't show up in their system, which is why they missed this detail in the first place. The interview with Jay was concluded, and he was free to go for now. The detectives obtained the GPS data from the ankle monitor right away, and leading up to the shooting, Jay's location perfectly aligned with the location data from Mikey's phone. At 12:47 p.m., both Mikey and Jay were on Clancy Avenue near Belknap Park. Just 3 minutes later, at 12:50 p.m., while Mikey filmed the video we showed you earlier of him stalking the Durango, Jay's location seemed to be just meters away. At 12:51 p.m., the minute that the shooting took place, Jay's ankle monitor pinged at 1129 Turner Avenue, which was just down the street from where Mikey was shot. With a clear timeline linking Jay to Mikey's movements, the detectives decided to bring this case to the state prosecutor, hoping to obtain an arrest warrant. They believed that all of the evidence they gathered would be enough.
My ankle.
Come to me! Come to me!
They were wrong. After taking a look at the evidence, the prosecutor refused to press charges. As damning as the GPS and video evidence was, the detectives had no murder weapon, no way to confirm that Jay was the one driving the vehicle, and no clear motive for Jay to...
Oh, that's a fucking lie, bro. The GPS tether already told you, and he confirmed that he was the one who was in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all ain't got no surveillance system. This is 2024. We ain't got no camera footage in the area of nothing. Y'all ain't got no flock cameras.
But
at 24.
The two main things is the no murder weapon and then that no clear motive as well, because y'all have the video of Mikey, the one following him, recording him, saying that he's about to do whatever, and then you got what's his name, Jay, saying, I don't know this man. We ain't had no confrontation. We ain't had no words beforehand. So they don't, like you said, they don't have like strong, solid. But as far as like the location, he never denied not being there though.
Also, he said he was the one driving the Durango.
He did say he was the one driving. He said he was over there fishing.
So
whatever.
That's enough.
It's
to
something.
do something.
It's something, but
they didn't want.
I guess they didn't want to press the issue.
Patrol officers were even able to locate the Dodge Durango riddled with bullet holes from the drive-by shooting. But even still, there wasn't enough evidence to link Jay to Mikey's death. In the end, Jay received no charges. The Grand Rapids Police Department has not publicly released Jay's full name or any additional information to identify him. They have also censored his face in all of the body cam footage, as you can see throughout this video. Following Mikey's death, the police asked the community to help bring justice to his killer. However, no additional leads have been discovered, and the case has essentially gone cold. To this day, people can only speculate why Mikey Munson was killed. Perhaps he confronted a customer about money he was owed.
I think this dog right here, y'all.
Maybe this was some sort of rap beef turned deadly. Or maybe it was because he broadcasted to the world that he's not afraid to harm his enemy's family. In August of 2024, Mikey went on the Kid L podcast where he talked about his life in the streets of Grand Rapids, his extravagant spending habits, his rap career and the drama that came with it. And most importantly, he explicitly highlighted the incident where he shot his customer's mom. Just a few weeks after this podcast went live, Mikey was killed. But wait, during the making of this video, we noticed one thing that made our heads turn. In the weeks leading up to Mikey Munson's murder, Mikey posted on his social media directly calling out an unnamed enemy. You prey on my downfall so bad because of a female. What that make y'all? It seemed that he may have been involved in some sort of love triangle. Not only that, but the day before his murder, he made one last haunting post where he made a snarky remark about how unloyal people end up being roadkill. As far as we could tell during our research, there has never been any investigation into this deadly love triangle theory. And we wonder if Jay or a scorned lover had put out a hit on Mikey. Many people who heard about Mikey's death believed karma got the better of him after shooting someone's mom. But for the most part, people saw Mikey's death as a complete tragedy. On posts about Mikey's death, the comment sections are filled with people from all over Grand Rapids paying their respects. Even a well-known boxer, Peter Quillen, knew Mikey personally and publicly mourned his passing. He posted on Instagram saying, "Today, I mourn the loss of my little cousin, Michael Munson. It's a heartbreaking reality that I never expected to face. In this moment of sorrow, I encourage you all to listen to my words. Find the old version of yourself and remind them that the new you is here to stay. Life is a journey, and even in the darkest times, we can honor those we've lost by striving to become better versions of ourselves. Let's cherish the memories, embrace change, and continue to grow. Rest in peace, Michael."
Without us knowing,
like the full scope?
No, Jay's full name. We don't know if any further retaliation.
Yeah,
because it could have been further retaliation that led to.
True, especially with they getting out, people would know. They know what type of car. They know this information. It's easy to find people when you want to find people, right?
And I'm sure they know who he is.
Especially when somebody already tried to. And then the one friend that we know that was driving the gray Dodge Charger, y'all didn't arrest him for nothing, so he's still out there. The
but also, it's not foolproof that they can prove that he was the one who shot.
Who in the gray Dodge Charger? Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying if they are friends.
Don't put that on him.
I ain't putting that on him.
Hey, they said they ain't dust for gunshot residue, so they ain't saying he shot.
I ain't putting that on the man. I'm just saying they friends. We know they friends is what I'm saying, and we know his friend is deceased. That's all I'm saying.
Don't put that on that man.
I ain't putting that on the man. But it's just really crazy to me that y'all had the evidence that y'all did have, and the fact that he is a man from being in the area.
They didn't care, bro.
And he has a freaking GPS monitor. Like, he has all this stuff, and I'm like, y'all just. But I guess without the murder weapon and without a clear motive, it's kind of like,
just don't care.
What are
We've
you
seen them
for?
lock people up for less.
For less. You
they
know
just
what I'm
don't
saying?
care.
For less. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They didn't care. Bro.
They didn't care. No.
It is what it is, man. Y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below. But that is how continual violence happens, is by them not caring and saying, let street justice be street justice until everybody dead and there's only one person standing, and then we'll lock him up.
Crazy.
Instead of just go ahead and nipping in the bud from the jump. But we've seen it happen time and time again. But again, man, y'all let us know y'all thoughts down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ No Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, dollar, dollar.